better, but they ain't do better. We still talk through letters, I don't steppers. If I send addresses, they gon' come in strangers.
What it is, it's your boys Deuce, Teddy, and Laquel reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key.
What's up? How y'all doing?
You already know. Man. Ready to get active. We moving deep into it. And y'all don't want the smoke.
Nah, well, since you talking smoke, we might as well just off the top, might as well just start it off the top, see what the GMs voted most likely win MVP this year. I gotta know my brother's opinions on that because y'all are some Luka haters. So I need y'all some Luka haters. So I need to see how y'all feel about that. How they say Luka may win his first MVP this season. What you think about that? Yay or nay? Quill?
I think if the NBA want Luka to win his first MVP this season.
No. I don't want to hear that NBA stuff. I'm trying to say like he ain't gonna deserve it, like he not gonna earn it. We're not doing that.
Yeah,
you said he may win it. That's what they said. He may win it.
They favoring him. He got the most votes.
Right, so May is after April, and we know April is for fools. So I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know.
I think you excited for that, like that. It makes you happy, but
awesome. Boy, I tell you, you know what?
But I feel like he gonna have all the recipe to be high in the MVP race. He's a scorer, so he gonna have the numbers as far as points go. He gonna be in the top 10 in points, top 5 in points. He gonna be in top 10, top 5 in assists. He gonna be 7, 8 rebounds,
8 or 9,
and his team gonna be in the top 5 of the West. So when you got a lot of your things in the top 5, you're gonna be in that. You're gonna be in that. So, it's just Luka has always had a good year, but he's had good years every year. But there's always somebody playing basketball better than Luka during those years. There's always somebody playing better basketball. So like Luka had a good year last year, but Embiid and Jokic were having career years. He had a good year the year before that, but Giannis was on a mission. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like if he get that, he gotta have something, he gotta have that next level. And
you give him a little sauce and then you just take it all away at the end.
He got it. I'm saying he gonna be in there. He gonna be in the discussion.
Yeah, what you think, Deuce?
I told you. Like he gonna be a candidate. Yeah, he was a candidate last year. Like, okay, but is he gonna win? No, because he's not gonna. I feel like he gonna be right there in the round with Jokic. And they probably gonna have a better record. He's gonna be right there in the runnings with Giannis, but Giannis actually plays defense, so Giannis is gonna get the leg up on him for that, and Giannis is gonna have the better record. So you can take this as a win for you. It's a mental win. I see you're happy to have the discussion, but no.
You know what? I'm gonna jump ship a little bit. I'm a jump ship because I see y'all ain't gonna give my man the respect. Let's talk about Tyler Herro and his 4-year, $130 million deal. Y'all feel like he deserve it?
Pay that man.
Yeah.
Pay that man.
Pay him, right? But I mean, you see they paid Duncan Robinson. So why the hell wouldn't they pay him?
Yeah, then he get like, right? Duncan got like 90 something.
They paid Duncan Robinson and then they ain't even play that man no more.
Mm-hmm.
So
put him on the bench.
So Tyler Herro, I mean, I say pay him. I think last year he showed more consistency, but like all the previous years, they had issues with him and wanted to be out in the nightlife and doing this but nah, I think last year, I think he kind of solidified himself. Didn't he get 6th man of the year?
I think he did.
Yeah. So, I mean, I say pay the man. Hey, man, they need him too. They need him, especially. I mean, Kyle Lowry, the hefty ass when he get the struggle wobbling shit. They gonna need that young blood to get out there and do something. So shit. My bad, Kyle Lowry. You still a little pit bull.
Yeah. You're a bucket. He a bucket.
That's what I say. I think he a guaranteed bucket. I feel like he deserve it. I mean, ain't no disagreement. We all pretty much say he deserves.
Yeah, I think he got a meal for every damn extension Jimmy Butler put in his head.
So I feel like he needs it.
All right, let's shift gears a little bit. Who you think has the best post-injury debut with all these superstars coming back?
So first, let's get to exactly. Let's get to who we, what I'm saying, we know. You got the John Walls, you got the Kawhi Leonards. Hey, you got 3 of them on one team. You got the Paul George. Granted, he wasn't out as extensively as the other ones. Then you got your Jamal Murrays. Who else you got?
Ben Simmons.
D. Lil, Zion Williamson. Like you got all of them. So you tell me who you think had the best debut post injury.
It's between D. Lil and Zion for me. 13 points or 15 points in 13 minutes after missing pretty much an entire year. Coming back strong. I feel like that's dope, efficient. And then D. Lil just put up playoff numbers, 21 points, 5 and 6, like some playoff type numbers and stuff, and doing it in 24 minutes. Like, yeah, he kind of back to his old self, like he ain't missed a step. I mean, numbers there, them two.
That's his second
far
game
better
though.
Than everybody else's.
That's his second game though.
So I like Zion. I want to see Zion. I want to see him. Like we all been waiting for him since he been drafted to have a standout year. He always had issues. I feel like this is time. He got the pieces. I ain't saying they got everything, but he got some pieces around him. Like they could definitely make some noise.
I'm doing that because his numbers. I mean, I'm looking at it. His debut, 13, 4 rebounds. I mean, granted, he only played 15 minutes, so we do got to consider he only played 15 minutes. Yeah.
That's pretty decent.
I mean, you had Jamal Murray, 10, 2, and 2. Let me see. D. Lil in his first 23 was 16, 3 and 2 with 1 steal. Let me see. But then, like you said, he had followed up with that 21. You said them playoff numbers. He followed up with that one. That was against the Jazz. And then let me see. Who else we got? Ben. Oh, Jamal. I just read Jamal Murray. Ben Simmons. Let me see. We got Ben Simmons. So I got excited because, I mean, the dunk was kind of mediocre, but, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, he actually playing. So, Kyrie throwing a little dime. He caught it and went up and dunked. And I think that was it. They were getting their ass whooped that game too. 127-108. So Benny Ben, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. So 19 minutes. That, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's production. That is production. And only had 2 turnovers. And then last but not least, you got to go to them Clipper boys. Let me see what they did. You got Kawhi, 11-4, 2 assists, 2 steals. Paul George, 12, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. And John Wall, 5 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists. So, of course, John Wall at the very bottom.
Came off the bench.
Yeah, I see D. Lil because he done did it. He done played multiple games. I see D. Lil. We got some of them playing tonight. So we can see. But as far as like that initial one, I'm gonna go with the ones been out for a long duration of time. I'm gonna go with D. Lil. I'm gonna give it to D. Lil.
What you think?
Me personally, I can't really call it right now. This is a preseason. I know
We just talking about debuts.
D-Lil, yeah, I haven't really seen them play ball yet. I haven't seen them play 30 minutes in the game one. All their numbers, every single one of their numbers is going to be different game one when it actually counts. So I imagine Kawhi is going to have Kawhi numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine Damian Lillard is going to have Damian Lillard numbers. And I imagine Zion is going to have Zion numbers. Those are all 27, 26 points, all three of them. Kawhi gonna have 2 or 3 steals, close to 5 or 6 rebounds, 2 or 3 assists. Lillard gonna be up there 4 or 5 assists with another close to 30-point game. And I imagine, you know what I'm saying, Zion gonna be 27 points, 7, 8, 9 assists. He gonna have a Zion game when they playing double the minutes. Ben probably gonna have close to a triple-double, but it's gonna be Ben Simmons triple-double, 13, 14 points. It ain't gonna be like 30. It ain't gonna be a Westbrook triple-double. It's gonna be a Ben Simmons triple-double. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much it is what it is. So I imagine I don't want to call it right now because I haven't seen them play ball for real.
We just talking about debuts though.
First half.
Yeah, we're not talking about who gonna have a better season. We just saying in they game one.
Like I say Paul George 12-7, one out there and 12-7 rebounds. But I know PG played the end of last season. I know John Wall could have played literally from game 15 on. He could have played every game last year if he wanted to. He was 20 and he was scoring 20-7 at the end of the season before. They just sat him all last year. So I don't know. I want to see what they look like when they running.
That's fair. Shift gears a little bit. Talk about the impact of Rudy Gobert on the Timberwolves. How y'all feel about that? Ooh. You shaking your head. Go ahead. You go first. You shaking your head. What you think?
Cat ain't got a guard. No. Cat got a defender that he just rely on back there. Cat can go be an offensive weapon, which he is an offensive weapon. He ain't got to worry about your big. He ain't got to be the rim protector, but he's a good help defender to Rudy Gobert. He been having to be a help defender to Najee, to Reed, and for Vanderbilt, and he been like the anchor. Now he ain't got to be. He not even a real defender. I mean, he play defense. You know what I'm saying? He in the NBA got to play defense, but he not no real defender. Now he ain't got to do that. He ain't got to worry about that. You got. Yeah, I feel like I feel like they feel like that's what they needed. So they confidence a little different. You know what I'm saying? They confidence like, oh, okay, yeah, now we roll in here with them boys.
So when you talk about that, right, and you get into when you know what KD be insinuating when he be like, some people defensive player of the year, we like them. We know who he talking about, Big Rudy, right? So, you know, one of the comments under one of our videos, they said they talked about the Timberwolves and Rudy Gobert not questioned. I'm like, so what do you think their perimeter defense? How will that affect their perimeter defense? Because we all know you need a mobile big on defense because you'll find yourself on that perimeter. So now that lack of perimeter defense he brought to the Jazz, now you have that next to Cat on the Timberwolves. So I would like to see how defenses go at them when they bring both their big asses out.
That's the thing.
They finna light them up. They're
not gonna have a 4. And the only team that can really do that is teams that got a 4 and a 5 that can handle the ball and run the pick and roll. Teams like the Nets, where Ben Simmons and KD can put you in a pick and roll. Other than that, if they bring Rudy out, you got Cat as a help defender. He can slide down and help, and he helping off a power forward. Now, granted, there's a lot of power forwards that gonna step out and hit that shot. But, you know, if Cat can help off and come help down, now Rudy didn't have another big that was gonna come help like that, like Cat gone. You know what I'm saying? Rudy was it when he was in Utah. It was
because he had Royce.
Yeah, so now he got Cat helping him out, and then you better tell them boys on that wing push up now. Hey, you can take a step up now. You ain't got your man blow. Yeah, I got you. Take a step up. Stay in his chest now. So now you can tell your wings to gamble a little bit on defense. Like go for the steal a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You can push up on your man. You can make sure you got a hand in the shooter's chest. Like
Yeah. I was really hoping to see the Timberwolves play against them boys, the Grizzlies. I feel like that would have been a marquee matchup. That would have been so live, them young athletic boys going at it. And I hated that they didn't score up. But I say the Timberwolves getting that trade and everything else. I hate that they lost Patrick Beverley. I hate that. But I'm like, hey, yeah, boy. I would love to see them and the Grizzlies go at it. So I'm not sure that perimeter defense, without Patrick Beverley, I'm not sure that perimeter defense is still there.
Man, you watching this game halftime right now? This Lakers Suns halftime.
Oh man,
LeBron 23 at the half.
17. Oh yeah, because he had a very
terrible first game.
Yeah,
4 points. Yeah,
it was like 7. Did he play? Anthony Davis came out, and I was like, oh, AD came to play.
Yeah, I don't think he played.
AD came to play. So while we talking about that, right? We talked about post injury debuts. You know, one of the comments was talking about the Nets. What do y'all think about the Nets? Are the Nets
unproven?
They unproven.
To be determined is what they really
to be continued to be determined.
We're finna see how it all work together.
Yeah, I think eventually, because when you look at it, when you see, I mean, Kyrie, Joe Harris, KD, Ben Simmons, and maybe even a Claxton, I'm like, hey, that's a lineup. That's a lineup. So
on paper, yeah, it should be nice. It should work. You know, Ben Simmons can now guard the person that KD may be scared to guard or hesitant.
Boy, look, KD.
So
look,
I'm saying
he was running away from everybody last year. He wasn't trying to guard
but he ain't got to do that. He ain't got to do that. He ain't got to do that. Ben Simmons there to do that now, so he can focus on putting that ball.
I mean, but also, not only do they have Ben Simmons, but they did pick up Royce O'Neal, who they can put when he come in. They be like, hey, you go play that defense.
Yeah, so so when you ain't got to focus on both sides of the ball like that, it can open your game up. At least it's offensive. Like we know he arguably the best offensive player in the game. You know, second or third. You know, Luka first, but
they got a lot of shooting over there. Now that you think about it, they got a lot of shooting over there. The Nets.
I just want to see it work. I just want to see it work.
KD can shoot. Joe Harris can shoot. Royce can shoot. Patty can shoot.
Start recording back.
Oh, what is this?
We just want to see it. We want to see it. I want to see it work though, because on paper it looks nice. It looks good.
Yeah, but
got to work for 82 games, huh?
Right. We want to see it, and everybody can stay healthy too.
And let's be honest. Hold up, health is not the only concern, because we all know, as great of a player, as great of a mind as my boy Kyrie Irving is, that boy always has something, bro.
It's his mental though. It's not. I mean,
and I'm saying because I think he has a heart and a mind. So literally, if he could literally be on his way to a game and see a homeless person standing at a bus stop, knowing that the person does not have money for fare, and Kyrie Irving to be like, I'm not going to the game until he gets where he need to go. That's Kyrie Irving, and his intent. Man, I commend him for it, but it's like, hey, bro.
Yeah, he's still a hooper, bro. Like, he still got to go hoop, bro. Like,
hey, I mean, I feel like it will depend on the protocols that they got coming in this season. He should be all right. Just let him do what he do.
He sounded like he wanted to hoop. He sounded like he was ready to come in and just hoop this year.
But be honest, Kyrie Irving's always all right until it's something. It's something. Walmart, inflation. Kyrie Irving not going in.
Yeah, but you got to think, if they can lock in that squad, if they can lock in like that, they veterans.
They gotta stay. They gotta stay healthy, and they gotta play because they got a lot of young. They got a lot of young dogs in the East. They just got to be able to play and run with them and do what they do.
I think they get far enough to get their ass whooped by the Celtics.
There you go.
Or by the Bucks.
Hey, Celtics got a squad over there.
Speaking of, what you think about their new move?
With Mr. Blakey Blake. Hey, I was just watching.
Hold on. Before you go, I want to hear what Quail got to say because this Mr. Non-believer in the Celtics last year.
Hey,
Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know that Mr. Quail ain't believe in the Celtics last year.
I didn't. I didn't think they was gonna get there.
He ain't believe.
Yeah,
Now I'm trying to see if he a believer
believe.
now.
I don't know. They got a squad. They didn't have a point guard. I don't believe in Marcus Smart as a point guard. Like every time he's on the court, I don't know why.
Not as your starting point guard.
Yeah, I don't believe when he was hitting 18, when he was getting 18 points, hitting 4 and 5 threes, I still wasn't believing. Like, bro, he gonna break, bro. Like this, he's not a real. He's an NBA player, so they're better shooters than us, but he's not a shooter. Like he can shoot the ball, but he's not. I don't know, bro. It's just I don't believe in him.
I think it's
he
just
he's not the offensive type of point guard that you used to, but why can't he be?
I think it's just demanding a lot from him. Like when you think about what you need on the court, I think it puts a lot on him because he's not a floor general.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. In that position on that team. Yes, he does.
But
because there's nobody on there.
Personnel,
Nobody on the team is a floor general. Nobody on the team is a floor general. It's a difference between being a leader and a floor general. You put a Chris Paul on that team, I guarantee.
But I'm just saying if it ain't broke,
get his team easy baskets. So what you've seen in the Warriors games is Draymond was still able, when Steph was not getting going, Draymond was still able to help generate easy baskets for other players. And then Steph would come back in the third. You'd be like, oh, Steph ain't done nothing all second quarter. Well, we were still scoring and the team was still moving because we had a floor general out there still making sure everybody else got easy baskets. Then Steph would go for 12 in the third. You know what I'm saying? He'd get back in the game.
You talking about when Draymond came back after
after we had those little
he was looking like his puppy died or something.
Yeah, so then when you have no floor general, you got a lot of one-on-one Jalen Green or Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum. Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum. And then they penetrate, and it's just a bunch of penetrate, kick, or penetrate, try to score. So
it may not win them a championship. We don't know.
What we doing there?
I mean, that's the ultimate goal.
But it is the ultimate goal. But it worked for them last year. I mean, granted the Nets was injured. They swept them boys.
But I think the Nets injured. The Nets wasn't injured, I guess, with no Ben Simmons, no Chris Middleton,
but it
Jimmy
worked.
Butler.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that they were perfect.
But what I'm getting at, if you bring the right piece to that team, a floor general and an experienced leader, that will make a big difference because where my boy JT, got the heart of a lion, he's from that 314, y'all know how it is. But my boy JT and JB out there, and they need that leader, that floor general to say, we're going to need you down the stretch. Go sit down. Let the other players take some pressure off you while you rest, because if you look every fourth quarter, what happened? It didn't matter. They fizzed out because them boys will play all the third quarter and then go in and have to play all the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, the other side, my Dubs, we were resting Steph, Clay, Poole, Dre, and company, and Wiggins. We was resting everybody. It may be a minute, maybe 2 minutes, it may be 5 minutes, but they were coming in with fresh legs. And what we do every fourth quarter, other than the game that we dropped, right? What do we do in those fourth quarters? We came out, we took over. And then that's when you will see Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown going without making a shot or without taking a shot or only making one shot because their legs were tired. So you add that piece on that team, it makes a big difference.
Yeah. You do, and then you got experience adding Blake. They added pieces. They added really decent pieces. Like the same way we was like, damn, Al Horford hitting 2 and 3 threes because ain't nobody really paying attention to him in the corner. Blake Griffin can hit those same shots. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and if you think about it,
he ain't hitting them threes like that. Not like Al Horford.
Yeah, just like Luka ain't getting MVP. So if you think about Blake, you think about Blake Griffin. He's going to play a similar role as Grant Williams, but he's athletic and he's experienced. So I think that's key for them. I think it's really key for them.
Yeah.
And a little depth.
Yep. And then you know they got Gallinari too. So let's not forget
Yeah,
that.
That's the pickup, bro.
Yeah. So
Gallinari can come off and give
Brogdon,
you quick 12 quick.
Gallinari,
coming
Blake
off
Griffin.
the bench. Yep. They're gonna be nice. I said
That's
it.
what I said. They already was nice. So it's
So y'all want something fresh off the press?
what is it?
Jordan Poole and Draymond Green got into a scuffle at practice.
Yeah, I seen it. I just seen that.
Draymond Green threw one of them. And I think he kind of, So I want to see what happens with that, bro. I think
like it's not gonna affect them on the court.
Yeah, I think they'll be able to get past it, but it's kind of like, man, Draymond.
I think it's tough love. It's tough love.
It got
probably. It's probably tough love,
it's like it's always Draymond too. So it's like,
Draymond.
Yeah, it's always Draymond.
But Jordan Poole got to be smelling himself right now.
That's another thing. That's why I was looking
bro
like,
smelling himself.
But it is always Draymond. But
it is.
But that's his job,
might be in that little space where he
that's his
don't
job
tell me how to do my job, bro. I know how to do my job.
His job probably to humble him a little bit, like humble yourself a little bit. Like like I said, he can go on any team and start.
They probably arguing
over like humble yourself.
They arguing. Hey, you gonna take that pay cut? Nah, bro. They say we know Wiggins gonna get it, but he looked at Draymond and said, "Your old ass barely be doing anything." He said, "Look at the stat sheet," and Draymond snuffed him.
That's a.
Draymond probably, just telling him like, look, we did this without you.
Hey, but 3 years ago, it's crazy because 3-4 years ago, I feel like front office would let Draymond get away with a lot. Now against Poole, it's like I feel like front office is like, listen, bro, like you got to chill out.
Now I think they're gonna
tell him to chill out. I think they're gonna be fine.
They're gonna let him. They're gonna ride the wave until y'all can't do it no more because it's been working for y'all. Y'all the dynasty.
Yeah.
I
mean, but you seen what Steph Curry said? Steph Curry like, all right, them non-touchables. Clay, Dre.
Right, because it worked. I got the best. Y'all got the best record in NBA history with y'all three core. That's before the Pools and the Wiggins and stuff. Like at the end of the day, y'all possibly could still win with just y'all three core. Not likely, but possible. So it's like at the end of the day, Poole is that guy, and if he go on any other team, with the exception of the Mavericks and the Grizzlies, he could be starting that point, starting at the 2 or whatever. Like he can go anywhere.
Start at the point for the Mavericks.
I mean,
Luka can easily be the shooting guard. I mean, we know who's gonna run point guard, but
the Mavericks maybe, but
we won our way.
Yeah, did, but
we the first real jump shooting team that ever won a championship ever. And
y'all been doing that for years.
But been doing
that for years.
We're the only jump shooting team that won a championship.
Y'all been doing that for years.
Other than like Jordan, and they wasn't a jump shooter.
They wasn't a jump shooter.
The and the Heat with LeBron, they weren't jump shooters.
They weren't jump shooters.
They are the only shooters. 3-point shooting, jump shooting,
but
that's big team.
That's kind of like how the NBA been shifting. Less defense.
Ain't nobody else than one. The other ones that had won in between us was Giannis and LeBron. Tim Duncan done won. We the only ones that win this way.
Yeah, y'all got two.
We
got two of the best shooters of all team. I'm saying y'all got two of the best shooters of all time.
We got
can't compare.
We got the juice. It's different.
You can't compare, but that's
we got the juice. Everybody trying to draft little trades and little people that do this, but it's just different over here. Y'all can't build it like that.
Steph is a one of one.
Exactly.
Steph is a one of you can't compare. You're trying to compare. You can't compare. It's like like LeBron is a one-on-one. You can't compare.
Don't say it.
Luka is a one-on-one. You can't compare. I'm just saying, like it's just these type of generational talents that just come through and set it's ridiculous. Like Can't compare. I mean, y'all
Who
gonna be
you
on
think
the
gonna get a
team.
title first, Luka or Jokic? Both foreigners, triple doubles, walking. Jokic
I'm gonna
got 2
say
MVPs. Who you think
if
gonna get a title between the
if
foreigners?
Luka, if the Joker couldn't get it now with his 2 MVP seasons and with Murray, if he couldn't get the title now, he gonna age out. He gonna age out before Luka. He ain't gonna win.
He 2 years older than this.
Like,
They the
like I
same
said,
age.
he gonna age. Now they ain't the same age. Luka is younger. Luka is younger.
How old is Jokic? Right, like 27. He got
He's younger.
time, bro.
Luka is younger, and I feel like if the Joker ain't won it yet, you know what I'm saying? If he ain't won it yet, I don't see him. I don't see him getting better and better. I feel like he like not necessarily plateauing, but he might ride this wave. Luka's getting better and better. And if he got that help, because Joker got more help than Luka.
Look,
He got way more help.
That's why
Luka gonna win. Luka gonna get one.
I think it's a trick question. I don't think either one of them gonna get one.
You don't think neither one to go get a ring?
Because you got to go through so many. Like you got to think with the Nuggets. Michael Porter is a big piece. Without Michael Porter, you're not getting it. Michael Porter either.
That's if he could stay healthy. Like I said,
that's what I'm saying. But even when people go at Michael Porter because he's a defensive liability at times, and sometimes he's just not producing offensively. So no Michael Porter, no championship. Then you think of Luka. Right now, it's just Luka on the island by himself. You tell me there's only one player in the history of basketball that ever went to the finals, and you could say they did it by themselves.
Yeah, little guy.
I'm gonna say Allen Iverson.
Little guy.
Some people can argue LeBron James on the Cavs, and I'm like, okay.
Oh yes, LeBron in what 07? LeBron in 07 went by
and some people can argue that.
Listen,
but I'm gonna look at 6'8"
with a smack
LeBron James versus a 5'11".
Right. I mean,
Allen
I'm just
Iverson,
saying.
so,
and then you got that Luka that's in between. He's so young and raw. Like he may
wouldn't do it by himself. He can't play no damn defense.
He may
you gotta
not
think about
win.
LeBron James and Allen Iverson. Both of them could play defense.
Yep.
Luka can't play defense.
We're not in that. We're not in those. We're moving out of that time now.
No, you ain't.
No.
Yeah.
Giannis still exists. Kawhi still exists. Paul George.
They gonna time out. They gonna age out too.
You got to think before Clay went down. Before Clay went down.
They gonna age out.
Luka era. Luka is gonna get multiple championships during the Luka era.
He got way too many people.
He ain't worried about JT. He ain't worried about that.
Jason Tatum go get a championship during all these players.
Jimmy Butler. It's too many two-way players. Luka can't do shit without playing defense.
Stop. They gonna get him help.
They gonna put him in a blender.
They gonna get him pace. They gonna put help on him. Just like how Ben Simmons, just like how Kevin Durant got Ben Simmons.
It's your kryptonite, bro.
Look.
Well, let me
Luka
ask
gonna
you.
get one.
Rookie of the year.
Gotta go, Paulo.
So I'm looking 24 minutes, 8 rebounds. 8 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 1 block.
Did you watch the game though? I was watching the game and he looked like a big, bull in a china shop.
Yeah.
Ball off his knee. Like he was trying to do shit.
Yeah.
And it's like they gonna give him the opportunity to do shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's the franchise right now. But looking at it with him, with all the other pieces around him, and him just making messed up play after messed up play, losing the ball, not catching the ball. Like I'm looking like once he get it all together, he has a poise about him that he wants to go put buckets on your head. He want to win. Like he diving on the floor in the preseason. It might be dumb because he young and can get hurt, but he diving on the floor and he's a dive on the floor player.
I'm gonna go bench Herro. I was going Chet before he got injured.
Yeah, I mean
Chet was gonna give him a run, bro.
I agree.
Because Chet might have been knocking on that door with some of the most blocks of the season.
Okay.
On top of that, he was gonna be knocking on that door with 2 or 3 blocks a game.
So did y'all see that G League showdown last night?
You talking about dude had 35, my other dude had 20 something?
37. The dude, the big 7'4" dude.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know how to pronounce his last name, bro. Start with a W. I gotta learn how to pronounce that man name. Everybody gonna have to learn how to pronounce his name. And then little Scooter was down there balling. Dude went, I think the 7'4" dude hit 7 threes. They considering shutting him down. So would you shut him down? Would you shut they compare him to the likeness of KD, a 7'4" KD? And what they say, 7'4". But I think that's the dude you was talking about. The Spurs is eyeing. He from France. That's the dude you was talking about. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know who you're talking about.
I told you that. That's why they. Watch.
Yeah.
You'll see.
And you see the Miami Heat starting to play Yurt 7.
And you know it's crazy. So they say 7'4" KD, and they have not seen a player as dominant since LeBron. So that's how when I read that, I said, yeah, this the dude Teddy was talking about. Yeah.
We'll see.
That's where he at.
That's probably why the Spurs got rid of the Giants.
That's what I told you. That's what I said.
That's probably why they got somebody coming.
Hopefully.
Hey, real quick. Just real quick. If you was Jenny Buss for the Lakers, what y'all doing with Russell Westbrook? Real quick.
I'm gonna consider it what my last name is. It's a bus. It's a bus.
Play Russ. Russ gonna have a season this year.
Now I ain't talking about playing. Look, Russ has a lot to offer. What I'm saying is there was a project, it failed. Like the Kobe, Dwight, Steve Nash, it failed. Move on. Only thing is, where you gonna put Russ? What team can Russ go to?
They gonna be all right. AD back, Kendrick Nunn back. They got that little slit, that silver dude, whoever he is, that's just gonna pull. They got shooters around them now.
I mean,
let them breathe for a second.
That's a possible walking triple double. Maybe not on the Lakers. That's a reigning MVP. Like I'm gonna try. Put my money in him. I'm gonna get my money's worth. I'm leaving here with something. He gonna play, and we're gonna try to make it work.
So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. Y'all know what time it is.
Kendrick Nunn might have the best debut back.
But y'all know what time it is.
We'll see. We'll hit it up on the next episode, though.
That's it. So I hope y'all enjoyed another video with your boys Deuce, Teddy, and Laquel, reporting the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key. Make sure y'all report us for being great. Subscribe, like. We love y'all.
Ready? Hope you patch shit up with God, cause we gon' bless you. Let it burn, you gon' get it back. These just my confession. Stay in traffic, can't get picked off like no shit and duck. Keep one in the tug. Wife be mad, but bet she still gon' fuck.